Eish, Malawi, my people. The story that's shaking tables like a thunderstorm is here. And trust me, it's juicier than a plate of hot chips at a wedding. You've probably heard whispers, Bwana Chakwera konza kulowa munkani, meaning President Chakwera himself might step into this tangled mess. And who's in the mix? The names you can't ignore. Jane Ansah and Chihana. The talk of a mysterious 4 million Kwacha deal has tongues wagging from Blantyre to Mzuzu. And the whole country is like, kwa maizi zikulowera kuti? Now, before we jump to conclusions, we'll break it down into 5 solid facts. No rumors, no politics, just straight talk with that global pulse news flavor. By the end of this video, you'll understand what's really going on behind this 4 million story, how it might affect State House vibes, and why everyone is suddenly acting like they forgot their microphones were on. So sit tight, grab your Fanta or your tea, because this one is a roller coaster. Transition. All right, let's begin with fact number 1, because the moment money enters politics, the plot always thickens. Ooh! So, first things first, what's this whole 4 million buzz about? Reports started circulating that Jane Ansah and Enock Chihana were involved in a transaction that's left the nation scratching their heads. The alleged deal, according to sources close to the ground, links to some procurement issues, the kind that make you go, something smells fishy here. Now, when people heard 4 million, everyone went wild. Social media lit up. TikTok, Facebook, X, people posting memes saying 4 million for what? Some said it's about campaign funds, others whispered about legal settlements. But the craziest part, it said the issue might even pull President Chakwera into the spotlight if investigations dig deep enough. But let's not rush. In Malawi, stories like this come with smoke before fire. So we're watching, waiting, sipping our tea slow. One thing is sure though, the numbers don't lie. And this one's got the whole country saying, Ngani yavuta boss. And speaking of heat, if fact 1 was the spark, fact 2, if the gasoline, because the reactions have been hotter than a Karonga afternoon. When news broke, reactions flew faster than minibus gossip at Limbe Market. Opposition voices said, look at this. The president's people are not clean. Meanwhile, government supporters defended, you people love drama. There's no evidence yet. Malawians, being Malawians, didn't waste time making jokes. One viral post read, if 4 million can shake the government, imagine what 40 billion would do. That's typical Malawian humor. Painful, but true. But behind the laughter is serious concern. Because let's be honest, every big story starts with, it's just rumors, until, boom, we see receipts. What makes this case interesting is that it touches figures once seen as untouchable. Jane Ansah, former MEC boss, her name alone brings flashbacks to 2019. And Chihana, that man knows politics like a taxi driver knows shortcuts. So people are watching these two like a football final. Who will make the first move? Transition. Now let's slow down and ask, how did this even start? Because every 4 million story has a beginning, and trust me, this one is not clean. Fact 3, here we go. Alright, rewind time. This story reportedly began months back when whispers of a financial handover between Chihana and Ansah surfaced. Some insiders claim there were meetings, others say it was about influence, and a few say, well, it's just business gone bad. The problem? When political names are involved, business always looks like bribery, even when it's not. According to early leaks, the funds might have been linked to a private arrangement, possibly involving property or contracts, but because names like Chakwera and Ansah are now in the same sentence, everyone's radar went up. Now, people are saying, if the big man himself steps in, it means this case is cooking fast. And let's not forget how Malawi operates. Once a story trends, it moves from markets to parliament in 48 hours. So don't be shocked if this case gets official attention soon. Remember, every Malawian knows the saying, Nkani kakala pa social media, yamba kugwita moto. Meaning, once it hits the net, things get real. Transition, and just when you think it can't get messier, Fact 4 walks in with receipts, reaction, and reality checks. Fact 4 brings us to what's happening now. Government spokespersons have remained tight-lipped, while others close to the story are pushing for transparency. Social commentators, the same ones who analyze football during the week, are now political analysts, saying this case could test Malawi's commitment to justice. You see, whenever money and politics dance together, the music always changes. If Chakwera gets mentioned directly, the opposition will use that as fuel. But if he distances himself early, the narrative flips to leadership control. Either way, it's checkmate time for everyone involved. Meanwhile, Jane Ansah has stayed off the radar. No press statements, no interviews, just silence. And that silence, it's loud, my friend, because in politics, when people keep quiet, it's usually because lawyers are working overtime behind the scenes. This one is serious. Even folks in Lilongwe are saying, "Ai, zintuzi kulowera chabe," meaning things are getting deeper. The truth is, this 4 million saga might become a litmus test for integrity in Malawi's current administration. Transition, but let's not just look at the drama. Let's talk about impact. What does this mean for Malawi's politics going forward? Fact 5 will connect the dots. Now, this is where the rubber meets the road. Whether or not this case leads to legal consequences, one thing is clear. It's exposed how fragile public trust is. Every time a money scandal surfaces, Malawians lose a little more faith in those at the top. And that's dangerous because democracy can't breathe without trust. If investigations happen and truth is found, it could be a chance for the president to show real leadership. No cover-ups, no delays. But if it gets buried, then the story will haunt every rally speech from now till 2025. And trust me, voters remember, especially the youth who spend their evenings debating on WhatsApp groups. This could either end as a cautionary tale or a national embarrassment. So, yeah, everyone's eyes are on State House, MEC veterans, and even the anti-corruption units. As one Malawian uncle said at the bar, if they don't clear this one properly, 2025 will be fireworks. Transition. So what's next? My friend, that's where you come in. Let's wrap this up and keep the fire burning. Here's your final call. My people, this story isn't just gossip. It's a reflection of our politics, our accountability, and our patience as citizens. Whether you support Chakwera, Ansah, or Chihana, one truth remains: Malawi needs transparency more than ever. So, drop your thoughts below. Do you think this 4 million issue will lead to real justice, or will it vanish like last year's resolutions? Be honest, be loud, because Global Pulse News is your space, your voice. And hey, while you're here, don't just watch, be part of the family. Smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our next bold update. Also, show love to our sister channels for the young minds and creative hearts, Starling Kids and Raymafatima. Let's grow together, spread truth, laughter, and learning, because that's the Malawian way. Until next time, I'm your host from Global Pulse News saying, stay woke, stay kind, and don't believe every headline till we break it down for you.